Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. How are you all? I hope all of you will be doing well and great. I am your science teacher with science book of level 5, and for today we have the new unit, that is the unit number 5, and the unit name is the plants. As you know that the plants are producer and plants are living things. Plants are living things and plants are the producer. Before discussing the plants, we must know about the kingdom, that how you will define the kingdom. For the first time, Robert Victor was a scientist who categorized all the living things into 5 main groups, and these 5 main groups are called kingdom. Robert Victor was the scientist who categorized all the living things into 5 main groups, and these main groups are called kingdom. So living things are divided into 5 main groups. Number 1 is kingdom Monera, number 2 is kingdom Protista, number 3 is kingdom Fungi, number 4 is kingdom Animalia, and number 5 is kingdom Plantae. All the living things are classified or categorized into 5 main groups, and these main groups are called kingdom. So how you will define the kingdom Plantae? All the plants on the earth make up the plant kingdom, because you know that the plants are found everywhere in the world. So the kingdom in which the plants are found, this kingdom are called kingdom Plantae on the earth. So how you will say that the branch of science which deals with the study of plant, and we can also say simply that the scientific study of the plant is called what? That is called botany. The scientific study of plant is called botany, and the person who studies the plant is called botanist. Up to now, scientists discovered round about 380,000 species of plant. As we say that the plants are found everywhere in the world. Plants are found everywhere in the world, and they grow in different shape and size. Their shape is different and their size is also different. Depend upon the environment or condition we provide it. You know that some plants grow in hot area, some plants grow in dry desert area, and the dry desert area is that type of area where there is a little water. As you know that the plants are important because we cannot live without plants. We all depend upon the plant. We all need plant because they play important role in our environment. And we depend upon the plant directly or indirectly for the food. And you know that the plants are autotroph because they can make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. And during the photosynthesis process, the most important gas which is produced during photosynthesis, that is oxygen. So, which we breathe in daily routine. Plants are also important for making medicine because there are some chemicals. From these chemicals we can make different type of diseases. And plants also contain material like wood. That wood is used for making different houses, furnitures and paper. Plants provide us shelter and food to the wildlife and the fish population. Plants are the most important part of the food chain because they all not only provide us with the food but also with our daily lives. Plants are found everywhere in the world. All the members in the kingdom Plantae must possess these characteristics. What are the characteristics? They must be photosynthetic. Their member must be photosynthetic. It means they must perform the process of photosynthesis. For performing the photosynthesis process, they must have green color pigment. That pigment is called chlorophyll. And you know that in the plant cells, they must have the outer layer. That outer layer is called cell wall. And the cell wall is made up of tough material. That material is called cellulose. Why it is made up of tough material? Because cell wall provide us support and protection to the plant cell. if the kingdom Plantae have the characteristic photosynthetic characteristics, so they must have chlorophyll and they perform the process of photosynthesis. So dear student, you must known about that how the photosynthesis processes occur. So photosynthesis is the process in which plants make their own food with the presence of by using sunlight, water and carbon dioxide. By using this raw material like carbon dioxide, sunlight, energy, water, photosynthesis processes occur. How it occurs? You know that this is called root, this is called stem, this is called leaf. What is the function of root? The function of root is to absorb water and mineral from the soil. Function of root is to absorb water and minerals from the soil, and these water and mineral are transferred to the stem, and then stem transported to the leaves. From the air, from the atmosphere, we get the most important gas that is required for photosynthesis process. That is what? Carbon dioxide. That is carbon dioxide, and that comes from the outer atmosphere, air. From the air we get the carbon dioxide. And in the leaves, the plant green color is just because of the chlorophyll. In the leaves we have one of the organelles of the plant, that is chloroplast. Chloroplasts are the disc-like shape. Inside the chloroplast we have the green color, special green color pigment. That pigment is called chlorophyll. As you know that the word chloro means color, plast means pigment. So inside the chloroplast we have a special green color pigment. That pigment is called chlorophyll. So dear student, what is the function of chlorophyll? The function of chlorophyll is to trap the sunlight energy from the sun and help the plant to make its food. So when the sunlight rays falls on the leaves, inside the chloroplast, inside the chloroplast we have the green color pigment, that chlorophyll, that trap the sunlight energy from the sun. And here we get the water from the outer air, from the atmosphere we get the carbon dioxide. So which processes occur? That process is called photosynthesis. So in here the food is prepared, so it means photosynthesis process is complete. So there is a question that which tissue transported water that is absorbed by the root, transferred to the stem and then to the leaves. So here one of the most important system is involved. That system is called vascular system. In vascular system we have two main important tube-like structure. That tissue are called xylem and phloem. Xylem is called water conducting tissue, phloem is called food conducting tissue. So the water is transported from root to the stem and then to the leaves. These are performed by special tissue, and this tissue are called xylem. So it means xylem is a water conducting tissue. When the photosynthesis process occur on the leaves, food is prepared. And you know that what is the function of food? Food give us energy. And we need food to performing the life process activity. And plant also use this food, this energy to perform their life process activity, to perform the organ formation. So this food energy must be distributed. How it is distributed? This is distributed by the one of the important tissues. That tissue is called phloem. So the most two important tissue which is involved are xylem and phloem. Xylem is a water conductor. It means कि xylem जो water को distribute करने के लिए यूज़ होगा जब हम food prepare हो जाए, जैसे कि sunlight इसके ऊपर पड़ती है तो फिर क्या हो जाता है, फूड प्रिपेयर हो जाता है, तो उस फूड से हमें एनर्जी मिलती है, उसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने का काम किसका है, फ्लोएम का है. On the basis of their body structure, plants are classified into main two groups, simple plants and higher plants. As its name is indicate, simpler plants doesn't have lack of the root, stem and leaves, fruits and flowers. In this simpler plants we have algae. Algae doesn't have true root, stem and leaves. So why it is considered to be the plant? They have the green color, and you know that the green colors in the plant must be just because of the chlorophyll. If they have chlorophyll, so they perform the process of, so they can do the process of photosynthesis. Moses doesn't have true leaves, stem and fruits and flowers, but they have root-like structure, and these root-like structure are called rhizide. Ferns have special leaves, and the special leaves are called ferns. In higher plant they have complex body organ with a complex organ, like they have true root, stem, leaves, flower and fruits. So higher plant is again divided into two main groups that are called non-flowering plant, flowering plant. Non-flowering plants are called gymnosperm, in which they have naked seeds. They are not enclosed with the fruits. But flowering plants are called angiosperm when the seeds are enclosed within the fruit. This is the end for the today lecture. I hope you understood this. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.